Hello! If you're into EDC gear and carrying items with you that are going to be useful to you from day to day, then I think a really good carrying option for really quick access to items you're going to use multiple times is to carry something around your neck on a bit of paracord. I know some folks have said they'll carry a small pocket knife, something like a Victorinox Rambler or something like that. That's great. For me personally, I carry a Rovivon A8 little torch flashlight around my neck. I use this multiple times a day at work and multiple times outside of work too, especially in these dark winter nights and days we've got at the moment. So I carry that around my neck on a little bit of thin 2mm paracord. I can just whip it out quick when I need it, use it, whip it back under my t-shirt or top or whatever, there you go. But even though this is only 2mm paracord, it's really strong and could quite easily hang me or choke me to death if I got it snagged on something. So I use one of these breakaway barrel connectors. So if that does get snagged on something there, it's just going to pop away, break away, and not hang me to death. That would be a really naff way to go, wouldn't it? Hung by your own neck, your lanyard. So I just wanted to show you how to make one of these for really cheap and really easily. These pop connectors I bought from eBay UK. It was a couple of quid, about £3 I think, for 6 of these. I'll put a little picture up there to show you. There's quite a few sellers selling these on eBay UK, and I'm sure that you can get them all around the world elsewhere as well. For safety, definitely worth putting one of these on, right? I made this one using some 2mm paracord. Again, bought from eBay. It was less than £3 for, I don't know, 5 meters or 10 meters of this or something. I can't remember what it was. I bought this just because it's a little bit thinner and a little bit more low profile, but it does also work equally as well with standard paracord. So if you've got a bit of this laying around or anything else really, yeah, it'll work fine on this as well. So just wanted to show you how I made it in case anyone's into the idea of this. I think it's a really great way to carry something that you're using multiple times a day to save a bit of room in your pockets. Let's have a look. So yeah, that just hangs around my neck, goes under there, doing what I'm doing. Oh, what, mate? Yeah, hello, I need to have a look at that. Whip it out. I'm done with that now. There it goes. Away. Done. Brilliant. Not walking around like that, so it's, you know, quite unobtrusive and everything. So to make one, you need to get your bit of paracord, loop it around your neck there. Have it a bit longer than it's going to be when it's in place. I'm going to cut that about there. Don't forget to leave enough of a loop to get it on and off your head. Yeah, I'm just going to cut that about there.
Nice one.
Next thing you're going to want to go ahead and do is put a little split ring on there. I mean, you can do this after. It's just easier to do it before you've got the breakaway poppers on. Just pop a little split ring on there, and then that's what you're going to attach your stuff to after. Then you just need to break your little popper apart. Put one end on one side. This bit's easy to do with a thin paracord because it'll just push through. The thicker paracord took me a little bit longer, and I had to cut and melt the end just to be able to squeeze it through the gap, but it's dead easy with this 2mm paracord. So one bit on there, make sure you get it the right way around, the other end on the other end of the paracord. And just check the length of it again, but I'm fairly happy with that length. So all I'm going to do is tie a little knot in one end.
One knot.
And another one.
2 knots together.
Pull that as tight as I can, and then 2 knots is probably more than enough. Yeah, it is. I'm just going to pull that really tight with a couple of pairs of pliers.
Just pull that nice and tight.
That's nice and secure, that knot. Let's just trim that end off. And take your lighter and melt the end so it doesn't fray and unravel. Also going to melt that knot a little tiny bit as well. There we are, pull that in, that's seated in there securely. Hopefully it's not going to come out of there. One end done, same on the other end really. Tie a couple of little knots together.
Pull that one nice and tight as well.
And then do another knot. That's it, let's pull that one tight as well. Trim the end off that one. Melt the end of that one. Pull that down over the end. That's nice and secure in there. That's basically it. Popper the ends together. Yeah, done. You've got your split ring on there. That's basically it. Cost me a couple of quid, took me a couple of minutes. I've got a breakaway neck lanyard there. So I've just got my flashlight directly on that split ring. I mean, I don't need to take this off. If I do, I'll just whip the whole thing off my head. When I use this at work, I can still sometimes hold this torch in my mouth and direct it, shining it so I've got both hands free. That's not a problem for me. But if you wanted to, you could pop something like one of these little lobster clips onto the split ring that's on the lanyard. Then you've got a nice quick release mechanism should you need it to pop your tool off. So yeah, that's another option. Yeah, that's basically it. Bung it around your neck. Oh, I've snagged my neck lanyard on a tree branch. Oh, it's broken away. Thus I haven't choked to death. Excellent. I hope someone's found that useful. Thanks as ever for having a look, and hope to see you in the next video. Ta-ra!